listening to the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS podcast with hosts Jon Impemba and James Grande.
What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome to the Better Baseball MLB DFS Playbook podcast. Here we are recording for the early slate here on Wednesday. 5 games kicking off at 12:05. We have a split slate day, 5 games on the main. James and I will be back at 5 o'clock Eastern time p.m. to break down the main slate, get your questions in, answered, build a lineup for all of you as well. But we're looking at the early slate for those looking for a little day baseball to take advantage of. James, man, Wednesday, 5 games kicking us off.
Yeah, interesting little slate. Looks like most of these series are wrapping up. Colorado, Washington, KC, Cleveland, Seattle, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Milwaukee. And then the getaway day, Thursday, always the smaller slate. So,
Yep.
Yeah, some day baseball starting off at 12:05 p.m. is interesting. Looks like we're going to have better weather than we did on Tuesday night. Interesting names up top: Joe Ryan, Zach Eflin at pitching. Some interesting names to target at the bottom, mainly in that Colorado-Washington game once again. Yeah. So fun little 5-gamer we have on tap here, John.
I'd be curious if the Red Sox-Braves game gets postponed for the Tuesday slate, if DraftKings would find a way to fit him in on the early slate here.
Probably not.
Sometimes they don't. I don't know. They adjust player pools every now and then, but we'll see what happens with that. But as we're here, before we jump into it, again, quick shout out to RT Sports, real-time fantasy sports. They got a lot of awesome things going on over there. DFS Pick'em contest. You see Howard Bender and myself giving out plays of the day. And then at the 5 o'clock show here, we give out our favorite plays of the day. So if you're new to RT Sports, take advantage of their DFS Pick'em and best ball contest there. Go to rtsports.com/alarm. Promo code alarm23. New users will get a 100% deposit match up to $200 there, James.
Yeah, man. It's very easy too. You set a lineup of player props, hit them all: baseball, golf, soon football, soon basketball. I know the FIBA World Championship, the FIBA tournaments soon. I think there's 7 Sundays until the NFL, John. So yeah. We're almost back in full swing, and Real Time Sports Pick'em has everything you could want. And if you guys need to, please call 1-800-GAMBLER and please play responsibly.
Yep. So take advantage of there. Got the QR code on the screen, but also, again, rtsports.com/alarm. Promo code alarm23 to take advantage of their new user deposit bonus. That said, let's turn our attention over to this DraftKings main slate. 5 games. We'll build a lineup as we go today. It's going to be a short, quick show here given the slate size. So let's start off at pitching, James. How do we want to build our pitching lineup? Joe Ryan's at the top against Seattle. Zach Eflin here against Miami. Bryce Miller against Minnesota here. Peralta against Cincinnati. Sandys against Tampa Bay. Lively against Milwaukee. Gavin Williams, Kansas City. I'll probably just end it there. I don't think we need to go much lower.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Ryan, I think, is the top play. I know he hasn't been the same guy that he was earlier in the year. Obviously, 5.65 ERA over his last 10 starts, but the strikeouts are still there. Double-digit strikeouts in 2 of his last 3. He has 7+ strikeouts in 4 straight starts, and he's done that a whole bunch of times, 6 times in his last 7 outings. Even in a start 4 and runs, 25 fantasy points, just showing you what he can do. And Seattle strikes out more than anyone other than Minnesota. So I like Joe Ryan. I'm okay getting to Eflin. He's reinvented himself going to Tampa Bay from Philadelphia, who we always thought Eflin would be a guy. And then, hey, go to Tampa Bay, figure it out. It's literally like clockwork.
Go figure. Kansas City is the one that gets to him, right? Like everybody else.
Right.
Doesn't strike out a single Royal. You know, like
he's done that twice this year. I remember I played him on a day slate earlier in the year, and he didn't have any strikeouts. So he's done that twice this year. But I could definitely get to Eflin here because you look around, like 5+ strikeouts in basically every other start. Yeah, here it is. Toronto didn't strike anyone out. 7 innings, 1 a game, no strikeouts against Toronto earlier in the year. Yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay's offense has definitely been lackluster of late. So, like, not surefire wins like it was earlier in the year, but I think they're clearly the top 2 plays of the slate.
Yeah.
The next tier is very intriguing, though, John, because I don't know really what to do here.
I mean, Miller's going to have the strikeout matchup. Now, Does he have the strikeout upside?
Since the debut, it's been
right. I mean, listen, 6 strikeouts pretty much every other start for him, right? So you got to think in a matchup against Minnesota, maybe he gets 8.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's been good enough limiting the damage here. And the guy opposite of him, we mentioned Joe Ryan. The home runs have been the problem for Joe Ryan. They've just given up a bunch of them lately. So I don't mind Bryce Miller here at 92.
Does the pitch, before we move on from Miller, do the pitch count worry you? Look at the pitch count for Miller last 3 games. 61, 70, 75. Like we're paying 9,200. Like I know he's been fine. 14, 17, 19, but like I don't know, man. If it's not going to throw,
he got to 95 against Baltimore.
Is this a situation where is this a situation he hadn't pitched past Double-A? Is this like we're starting to like peel it back at this point? Because
he just came back from the IL too. So 2 starts back from the IL, 70, 75 pitches. He had a finger injury. So
is there 80 here?
Maybe.
That good for you?
He didn't have problems before. 102, 90, 86 to 89, 85, 95. So I think, there's a chance that he gets higher than that. So it's a small slate. If he strikes out 6, he's striking out 6 in 5 innings. So, could certainly be enough. I don't know about Freddie here against Cincinnati. I guess it's better that he's away from Cincinnati. He did pitch in Cincy and 1 hit them, but he's been very hit or miss this year. So
no idea. He's exactly the way to describe it. Same with Sandy.
Same. Sandy is the same way, right? Just he's been
at the very least
ish
double digits. Yeah, double digits in 6 straight, which is crazy that's what we're happy about. Double digit fantasy points in 6 straight.
4 or 5 ERA in the last 10 starts. Like. Not good.
How are we here, dude? How are we here?
Lively against Milwaukee. Again, can he avoid the home runs? It's been okay. Pitch count, you talk about that with him. Not great.
It's Gavin Williams.
Yeah.
Let's not bury the lead.
It's a long way to go down to say we're probably playing Gavin Williams as a value play here at 65 against Kansas City and their matchup against right-handed pitching this year.
Yep. Look at he's faced him twice. Look at his best 2 results this year. 7 innings, 1 hit, 0 earned, 26 fantasy points. Casey doesn't even get a win in that game. Poor Gavin Williams. 5 2/3, a win. 3 earned, 7 strikeouts, 19 fantasy points. Kansas City's offense is trash against rights. Yep. Gavin Williams. All right,
so Gavin Williams is plugged. Ryan or Eflin or Miller? How are you? Which of the 3?
I'm not as bullish as Miller. I'd rather build with Ryan or Eflin.
All right, $4,100 as our remaining with our starting pitching here. We're playing with Ryan and Williams, so that takes us out of Salvi. Kybert's here. Can always just go right back to Kybert against Lambert.
For DH'd on Tuesday, so he'll probably be right behind the plate again.
I would imagine that would be the case. So we'll plug Kybert in at 4K. Do we need to go much more analysis here? Is there another spot? Fry? Would Fry be in play for you here? 2,700?
Yeah, he's been better against lefties, but he's okay. Bo Naylor
Naylor
probably better in that split. Tom Murphy, if you're not playing Joe Ryan, he continues to be incredible.
Sure.
If you want to play him.
Yeah, Stevenson against Peralta, if you're not there.
Yep.
All right. First base here. Again, not narrowly the star-studded positions we've seen during the big slate. So our first base is Diaz, Votto, Naylor. I know we liked Naylor on the main slate on Tuesday, so just double tap it going back here.
Probably, yeah. I'm looking at Marsh. His numbers look bad, obviously, against Marsh. He got shelled against the Yankees. Lefties have a 341 ISO with a 415 WOBA against him. So I think we're double tapping Naylor.
We got Luke Raley against Alcantara. We know just power from that bat. Meneses against Lambert at 38 down here. Bell against March, also lefty split. $3,100 for some value at first base, but not much else. I guess if you're not on Miller, there is the Twins here with Kirilloff at 27. Could go there, but that's about as low as I'd be willing to go. So let's plug in Naylor here at 44.
I got one.
Sure.
I'm not. So Encarnacion Strand has been really close to like a bunch of home runs. He's hit a lot of warning track fly balls this year. And when you look at Freddie Peralta's numbers, 219 ISO allowed to righties. And over the last 30 days, that's 262 to righties. So I'm not going to put it past Encarnacion Strand to deposit one here because he's been getting a little unlucky with the fly balls to the warning track. So I like Encarnacion Strand here against Peralta. I think the Reds are a really fine stack on this slate.
Okay.
So I'm not going to overlook him just because he hasn't gotten off to like the best start yet.
Second base position then. You talking about the Reds, McLean and India are both here. Is that where you're looking to go? Julian down at 33. Also as a value tier option. Probably the last of it though. So pick your poison. Are we spending up at second or are we just plugging Julian against Miller?
No, you're right. Like in terms of nobody's really had a lot of success against Bryce Miller. You could definitely play Julian with how good he's been. You could probably play I was gonna say Luis Garcia because Lambert's starting, but he's kind of been bad. You can play Jimenez 4,000. I like McLean and India ultimately, but I don't.
India's been better against righties and lefties on the year, so I'm fine. Plus, they're supposedly looking to possibly trade him. So I don't know if you saw that.
That's crazy.
They have too many good players. They need to find a spot, and India is the expendable option here, apparently. So we have third base now then. Ellie, Ramirez, Steer, McMahon, Candelario, Paredes is your top half here.
Fine with playing Ellie. Fine with getting to Ramirez with the splits that Alec Marsh has. Steer, probably, I don't even know if he's in the lineup against a righty. If he is, he's been much better against lefties. I think it's McMahon and Candelario here. Take your pick. Lefties have crushed Cole Irvin, or not Cole Irvin, Jake Irvin here. Lefties have crushed him, so I could definitely get to McMahon, and Candelario is hitting everything out of the park. So
it's kind of, I'm seeing if there's anybody down here for some value, but there really isn't a value option that would be looking to. Let's go Candelario. I don't like Coors guys out of Coors, so it's true. Shortstops. Adames at home versus Lively, $5K though. Abrams though? Abrams probably $3,800.
Yeah, I mean Abrams plug and play. Tovar hitting second. As long as he hits second is in play. If you're not playing Joe Ryan, JP Crawford continues to be really good at the top of that Mariners lineup, hitting 342 over his last 10 games. But ultimately, CJ Abrams, until he's $4,500, is
I mean, it's 333 over his last 10, 3 homers, 5 stolen bases. I mean, it doesn't matter if lefties or righties are on the mound, and now he's going to righty. So Abrams in. All right, we got 4K for 3 outfielders, so we got to find some value here. I'm sure we got something down on the slate. So let's scroll down.
Because we might want to get to Yelich at 54 against Lively.
Okay, let's plug Yelich. 3,300. So we need an under 3K guy here. Under 3K. Let's see. We probably have to go against Miller here then, right? Dickerson against Lambert. We can just lean into Washington here. $2,300.
Oh, he's been so.
I know. I'm just cheap.
Wallner 21.
Wallner
2,100. He's hit in the middle of that lineup.
Yeah, he'll keep hitting there. He's got a little power. That's fine. That gives us a $4,600 final outfielder here. Friedel.
There's Benson. Benson was 33.
Where's Benson? Where's Benson?
Oh, dude.
33.
Sal Frelick is $3,200.
Easy. So I actually swapped, put in Benson and Frelick there.
So then Frelick, I like that better than playing Wallner.
I like that. So we'll have a wraparound Cincy stack because India will hit second or third here. Benson will hit ninth. We'll have Yelich and Frelick hit next to each other in Milwaukee. We got a 3-man Washington stack. We got a one-off Naylor. We got Ryan and Gavin Williams. So that is our lineup here for the 5-game early slate here for Wednesday. James and I will be in the Discord if you have any questions. Again, we'll have a playbook available for everybody are some write-ups for everybody available there. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll have a playbook for the main slate there, and we'll work our way through that. So tune in at 5 o'clock Eastern. Get all your latest updates for the main slate. James and I will be around. Catch you then. Talk to you later.